For this problem, we're going to be trying to find the line of best fit and creating a scatter plot. So the first step is plugging all these numbers into your calculator and getting the mean, the median, the standard deviations for x and y, and then the sum of x and y. So the first step is finding SXY. So it would be 28745 minus 370 times 384 over 5 over n minus 1, which is 4. That will then get us 329 divided by 4, which is simplified to 82.25. After finding SXY, we can find R, which is SXY, which is 82.25 over standard deviation of x times standard deviation of y, which is 9.6178 times 8.6023, which will then give us 0.9941. After finding R, we have to find B, which is equal to R, which is 0.9941 times standard deviation of y over x this time. So it'll be 0.9941 times 8.6023 over 9.6178, which will then give us 0.8901. After finding B, we find A, which is the mean for y, which is 76.8 minus B times x, which is 0.8901 times 74, which will then give us 10.9326. After finding that, we can find y, or the regression line, which is A, which is 10.9326 plus B, 0.8901 to the x. Once we find that, we can plug all the units of the graph or the chart to Desmos or whatever you want to use, and then find the regression line. Here's the final product, and your teacher might ask you to describe the relationship, and for this one we could say that it has a strong positive linear relationship.
So in this problem, we have 6 different students and we have their 12 exam results. I already plotted the data points, and I plugged into my calculator all the information from the chart onto my calculator, and I got these values such as mean of x, mean of y, and all the standard deviation. So after all that, we want to find the standard deviation of both x and y. We want to get the sum of x and y, which in this case is 40,588, subtracted from the sum of x, which is 493, times the sum of y, which is 492, all over n, because there's 6 different students, so n is 6 over 6 minus 1. We want to plug that into our calculator to find SXY, and after we get SXY is equal to, after plugging into our calculator, we get 57. After we get SXY, we want to find the correlation, which is R. The formula for R is SXY, which in this case is 57, over the standard deviation of x and of y, which in this case is 9.91 and 6.99. We plug that into our calculator, and we will be getting 0.82. After we get R, we want to find the slope. We need to find B, and the formula for B is R, which is 0.82 over the standard deviation of y, which is 6.99, and 9.91. After we plug that into our calculator, we get 0.57, 0.58, After we find b, we want to find the y-intercept, which is a equals the sum, the mean of y, which in this case is 82, subtracted from b, which is 0.58, multiplied by the mean of x, which is 82.17. We go to our calculators. 82 minus 0.58, 82 times 82.17, and we get 34.34. Now the last step is to get the regression line, and the regression line shows the general tendencies of the data points, and we use it to predict the value of y as it corresponds to x. The formula for that is 1 equals a plus bx, and a in this case is 34.34 times plus b, which is 0.58, times x, and that is our line of regression. So 34.34 plus 0.58x. Now we go to our scatter plot, and we just draw the line. So in this problem we have our 8 students, and we have their grades on all their midterms. We just need to find the line of best fit. So to start that off, we need to find the standard deviation of x and y, which the formula for that is the sum of x and y, which is 41,569, minus the sum of all the x's and the sum of all the y's. We do all that over n, which in this case n is 8, and that everything goes in a fraction over 8 minus 1. So we need to go to our calculators and plug all that information in, and when we do, the answer will be 229.5. So SXY is equal to 229.5. After that, we need to find R, and R in this case, the formula for R is SXY, which is 229.5, over the standard deviation of x and y, which is 16.19 multiplied by 21.8. We go to our calculators and we plug that in, and we get 16.19, 21.80. R is equal to 0.65. After that, we need to find the slope. The slope is equal to b, which in this case is 6.65, over standard deviation of y, which is 21.80, and 16.19. Plug that into our calculators once again, and we will be getting 0.88. After that, we need to go get our y-intercept, and our y-intercept is mean of b, which is 69.5, minus b, which we just got, which is 0.88, times the mean of x, which is 71.88. We plug that into our calculators, and we get 6.24. Now our last step is to find the regression line, and we already have everything we need for that. So the regression line is equals A, which is 6.24, plus B, which we just got, which is 0.88, and X. And now we just go to our graph and we draw our line. If I believe the line was done. And yeah, there you have it.